Okay, so I'm gonna blast through this. If I'm talking too fast or going through the parts too fast, just rewind it. You should get it. So part one, this is like the main part. So we're gonna put our finger on the B string, our index finger on the B string, 3rd fret, open G string, and then ring finger on the 5th fret of the D string. So you should get 5 of the D, open G, and then 3rd fret of the B string. Okay, make sure that G string comes out open. And you're gonna pluck it in that order, D, G, B. Do it 2 times. Okay, so that it counts as 1. So you're gonna do that 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get my pick here. And then from there, you're gonna start the verse or / chorus. It's kind of both things at the same time, if you will. It's kind of a weird song. We're gonna play that the 2 times, so 1 time basically. That's it. So after you do the first 4 that we did at the beginning, that's your intro. So you start singing here. Then we're gonna move this note here to the 4th fret. You can use your middle finger for that. 4th fret D, open G, 3rd fret B stays the same. That's 2 equals 1. That's 1 time, right? So 1 time. Then we're gonna have to move our fingers, switch them. So now we're on the 2nd fret of the D string. Middle finger is gonna be on the 3rd fret of the B string. G string is still open. So index on the 2nd fret D, 3rd fret of the B, G open. You're gonna pluck it the same way. Oops. And then now you're gonna get open. Okay, and all of that is gonna be what's it called? All that's gonna be on the same 3 strings. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna switch over to the A string. So our 3rd finger or middle finger, I would say use your 3rd finger for the B string here. You're gonna slide it over to the 5th fret of the B string, but your index is gonna go to the 3rd fret of the A string. Excuse me, the 5th fret of the B string, 3rd fret of the A string. So 3 on the A, 5 of the B. And I would suggest using your index and index and ring. And the G string's still gonna be open. Okay, so you're gonna go A, skip the D string, G, and then B. So you're gonna get, okay, same plucking pattern. That's 1, and then you're gonna slide your ring finger over to the 4, and that's it. Okay, and then you go back to the G. Okay, you're gonna do 2 at the end. Okay, and that is the end of the verse. Okay, just so you know, this is the confusing part. It starts with the same chord and it ends with the same chord for the verse. So let's give them names. We're gonna have this chord. We're gonna call it G, F sharp, E, D. That's when you take your finger off. Then we're gonna get C, and then C minor. And then G. G again. That's the end. We're gonna do the verse twice, okay? So that means we have to play this another time. It's gonna be a 3rd time. Again, try not to think of it like 3, because then you're gonna start thinking, oh, well, the beginning is 3 times. It's not. The first time is 1 time. That last time is 2 times, okay? So don't forget that, okay? So all together, I'm gonna play it through. Both verses, so both rounds. I'm gonna play it. So G, F sharp, E, D, C, C minor, G, G again, and then verse 2, G, F sharp, E, D, C, C minor, and then G. Okay, then we're gonna go into the, I guess we'll call it the pre-chorus. Very similar section, but different pattern. Okay, so now from what we're gonna do, instead of going to G, remember the last thing we did was G, 2 G's there. Now we're gonna, instead of staying on that G for the third time, to restart the verse, we're gonna skip over to the E. So I'm gonna do it from like the last few chords here. So if we pretend we're on the C chord right here at the end, right? So we go C, C minor, oops, and then G, and then instead of G, you go E, straight into that G. So no pausing there, okay? So then from there, we are going to go to, we're gonna get a new chord. We're gonna move our index finger up to the A string, 2nd fret. So you have your E chord. You're gonna move your index up to the A and do same strings. The same strings that we did for the C. So that's gonna be A, G, and B. Try not to just, some students get stuck doing D, G, B, D, G, B, even though their finger's on A. If your finger goes to A, you have to pluck the A. So A, G, D. So E, D, G, B, right? And then you go to this is your B chord. You're gonna go A, G, B. And then from there, we're gonna go to our C chord. And then back to G. Okay, so we go E, B, C, G. And then from there, you're gonna go repeat it again. B. And then you're gonna go. And then you're gonna go to D.